Alright, so one time my brother made this incredible green beans and cabbage stir fry and I just had to recreate it. So I started off by cutting the tips off and running down my knife right down the middle of the green beans. I julienned all the green beans and moved on to the cabbage. I cleaned it, cut it in half, put one half away, then cut the other half into bite-sized chunks. He actually told me to cut the cabbage into strips, but I opted for the chunks because I thought they would look better on a plate. Next, I cut a big onion into half-moon slices, diced 2 garlic cloves, and for my own little touch, I julienned some green onion. Time to cook. I poured 4 tablespoons of cooking oil in a wok and let it heat up. After the cooking oil got hot, I tossed in the green beans. The green beans go in first because they take longer to cook. After 15 minutes of frying, the green beans had softened and they started to char a little bit. I tossed in the cabbage, the onions, the white part of the green onions, and the garlic. I was actually supposed to toss in the garlic about a minute prior to everything else so it could get a slight browning and release that nice aroma, but here we are. I fried for a bit and added about half a teaspoon of black pepper. I didn't add any salt because after 15 minutes of frying, I got to add in some soy sauce, which is pretty salty. I added in about 5 tablespoons. You can add in less or more depending on your preference. I fried for 3 minutes, then tossed in the green part of the green onions. After a further 2 minutes of frying, it was ready to serve. I served it in a large bowl because I was having it as a meal on its own. I garnished with some sesame seeds. This dish also works perfectly as a side to a juicy steak or some succulent grilled chicken.